Hey guys, we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're playing Thomas Was Alone. Now, normally, I just record me and have the audio from the game going on in the background, and the reason I do that is because I assume that me talking is sort of one of the major parts of what's going on. It's kind of different for this. This is very narrative-driven, and I really want you guys to hear the narrative of this. So, for the most part, I'm going to be pretty quiet, and I'm going to let the story do its part. But I will interject every once in a while, and I'll give my opinions sort of at the end once we've done a little bit of it. I don't expect to go all the way through this game, because honestly, I don't want to spoil it for you. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play through all the way to the end, but for the most part, I want you guys to experience it for yourselves. I picked this up on Steam during the Steam sale. It's great. So, here. The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AIs as jokes. Thomas A.T.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Slide across there. Saying that. It starts out very simple.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Very nice, chilled out music in the background, and we got this fun narrator who's both funny and kind of poignant.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
Dun, dun, dun.
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Wow.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose.
Sorry. I was a little nervous. Interesting.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
Indeed.
It had been...
I know, guys, I'm very quiet here, but I really want you to just enjoy what's going
He
on.
wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Jump. 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 Interesting. I feel you, Thomas. I feel like I should be here for you, but there's not a lot I can do, I'm afraid. I'm just the guy controlling your jumpies. But I guess I am, Thomas. Wow, but that's sad. I'm all alone. I should play as multiplayer. There's no multiplayer for this.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Yay. It's very funny, I feel a lot for this little block fellow. And he's not even anything. But they do a good job of characterizing him with this narrator. Like I said, I guess it's supposed to be you, so, you know. People are good at having sympathy for themselves, so there's that. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this wouldn't happen. Overlapping scripts, more than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Number keys. Number keys? What? Oh. Key? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, hi! I'm not alone anymore. I have a friend. Yay, me! Whoop. Christopher is his name. Okay.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
Oof.
Well, not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but, you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Where is he? Let's see how far we can get you. Oh, I see. Alright. Bye. Hey, I can help. Yay! Happy endings all around. Full. Pop. Interesting. How's this one?
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it.
Yay!
Which, of course, made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
Pop. Steps! Oof. Great little team, don't they?
Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Oh, yay! Alright guys, I think I'm just about done here. Let's do this level, and then, this is 1.4, so that seems like a good place to stop, and then I'll,
Because, on the surface, it did not seem good.
And then I'll
Chris
stop.
was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
So that's where he's supposed to go. Wait, can he do that on his own now? Good job. What does Thomas do? Alright guys, I'm gonna keep playing this because this is great fun.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Anyway.
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Alright guys, that's it for me. This is a really cool little game. You should absolutely check it out if you ever get the chance. It's not expensive, and it's clever. These are the types of games I really enjoy playing. Because they're art, basically. It's a little storybook told through moving little pieces of blocks. It's great. It's the type of stuff that will, that will be commonplace in the future, I hope. But for now, it's a great little achievement. So, I'll see you all in the next video. If it's cool with you guys, I'm gonna keep playing. This is fun. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and the more people subscribe, the more stuff we can do. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.